going to look at the very interesting dimension of Vishnu as Nara and Narayana sages. And so he is even on the top of the most adored. Why is it so? We will look at that in the storyline coming. That this also, he is taking this dimension or propensity to dissolve all beings in oneself. So he is not throwing things out, he is throwing them inside, attracting inside, pushing everything towards himself, withdrawing towards himself. And that is the dissolution. It's like a tip for us. But according to him, there is no form. There is no name difference. Everything is the most adored people. And why is he calling himself as being present in all living beings? Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namo Narayanaya, Jai Shri Ram. Welcome back to the Glaze Studios oil painting vlog number 26 of Sri Vishnu Sahasranamavali. This is a painting that follows the principle of calligram or micrography to paint 1,000 names of Sri Vishnu. While the painting is going on, I am also trying to research into the names, trying to understand the meanings of it, also taking some tangential perspectives from Shrimad Bhagavad Gita, Shrimad Bhagavatam, or even some storylines from Sanatana Dharma. And this is the same that I am also sharing with you through these weekly vlogs. We've already covered names up to 240, and in each video we cover 10 names and their meanings along with the tangential perspectives. Even though we do 10 at a time, they are all interconnected, and you will see that I'm referring back and forth through the previous videos and the meanings and also some of the storylines. So it will make more sense for you to take a look at the previous videos and come back to this so that you are able to enjoy the most, make the most out of it, getting into the roots of this subject line and understanding the deeper meanings lying within. This video is going to cover 241 to 250, and we are going to look at the very interesting dimension of Vishnu as Nara and Narayana sages. And this is something that I will talk in present tense because it even exists or is believed to be existing even today. And for that, I would also refer to something that we discussed in vlog number 21. So in case if you haven't looked at it, please do check it out and come back to this vlog 21 first and then get back to this. So without much ado, let's get on to today's session of understanding the names and the meanings. First, we start with the 241st name, which is Om Satkarte Namaha. Refers to one who offers benefits. 242nd name is Om Satkrutaya Namaha. Refers to one who is adored by those who deserve adoration. So he is even on the top of the most adored. Why is it so? We will look at that in the storyline coming up. 243rd name is Om Sadave Namaha. Refers to one who acts according to justice. 244th name is Om Janave Namaha. Refers to one who dissolves all beings in oneself at the time of dissolution. We talked about dissolution, destruction, and the importance of a balance between negativity and positivity, and a powerful dimension as well of Lord Shiva himself or Rudra taking this dimension to dissolve in our previous vlog number 25, and this is exactly what it is pointing to as well. It is interconnected. So he is taking this dimension or propensity to dissolve all beings in oneself. So he is not throwing things out, he is throwing them inside, attracting inside, pushing everything towards himself, withdrawing towards himself. And that is the dissolution. 245th name is Om NAABI Namaha. Nara refers to or means Atman, or Narayana here in this context is one who is having his residence in all beings. He is the resident of all our cells. 246th name is Om NARAYANＡMAHA. This refers to one who directs everything. The eternal Paramatma is called Nara, and Nara and Narayana are these propensities that we are going to discuss today. We are also connecting the dots to why he is said to be the one that is adored by even the most adored personalities. 247th name is Om Asankhyaaya Namaha. Sankhya refers to differences here in this context. So here Asankhya is an opposite of Sankhya, one who has no Sankhya or differences of name or form. The different names, the different references, different avatars we talk about in each of our vlogs are dimensions according to us, are imagery for our eyes to understand certain storylines, certain purposes, meanings behind what is right and wrong, what is good and bad, what is day and night. All these references is needed for our own self to help us understand, help us develop the importance of differentiating between good and bad or right and wrong and such. And for this to help us, it's like a tip or a tutorial or trick that is made by the Lord in these different forms, so that we are able to point to that avatar, that's why it formed, and this is the meaning out of it and such. It's like a tip for us. But according to him, there is no form, there is no name difference, everything is one. 248th name is Om Aprameyatmane Namaha. Refers to one whose nature cannot be grasped by any of the means of knowledge. And this is something we have also touched upon many times in the past videos, but we will go through very quickly why exactly he is ungraspable. Are we missing in terms of intelligence? Are we dumb? Are we not good enough? It's not relating to the kind of intelligence that we are trying to evolve or calculate or work towards. It is the intelligence needed to remove the veil that is, or the illusion that is stopping us even from getting towards him, isn't it? So he is ungraspable only from the point of view that we are under a veil of illusion. That too has a deeper reason to it, and that is the reason why he is not graspable by the current means of knowledge, or the route that we are taking right now is the longest route. Slowly we will get there. 249th name is Om Vishishtaya Namaha. This refers to one who excels in everything. 250th name is Om Shishtakrute Namaha. Refers to one who commands everything, or one who protects shishtas or good men. So he is the one taking the responsibility to protect us. And I am using the present tense. He is adored. He is the one taking the initiative to protect us even today, even this moment. And why is this current tense? Why is this present tense being used? What is the connection? We will look into that, because now we are done with the 10 names. We are going to get into the storyline of Nara and Narayana. These two propensities or powerful manifestation of the God in the form of sages in Nara and Narayana. Again, it's connected to our vlog 21, as I mentioned previously. In vlog 21, we talked about a name called Sutapase Namaha. Om Sutapase Namaha, 195th name, and where we touched base a little bit on a place called Badrikashrama. This is what we are going to talk about today. But before we get on to the story itself, let's take the help of Shrimad Bhagavatam. I am in Canto 3, Chapter 4 and verse 22. Let's look into that and then we will delve a little deeper into Nara and Narayana. Yatra Narayanaha Devaha Naraha cha Bhagavan Rishihi Mridu Tivram Tapaha Dhirgam Tepate Loka Bhavanau. Means Yatra, where Narayanaha, the personality of Godhead, Devaha by incarnation, Naraha cha, human beings also, Bhagavan, the Lord, Rishihi, the great sage, Mridu Tivram Tapaha, amiable to everyone, severe penance, Dhirgam Tepate Loka Bhavanau, very long performing for the welfare of all living entities. So, this is pointing to not just two sages. This verse is pointing to two sages called Nara and Narayana, who are undergoing, present tense, undergoing great penance since time immemorial for the welfare of all amiable living entities. Where are they? They are in Badrikashrama. So in Badrikashrama, sages Nara and Narayana are even today undergoing great penance since time immemorial. So if we connect to this, why is he even adored by the most adored people, and why is he calling himself as being present in all living beings? He has to have some physical proof for our human eyes, isn't it? And this is exactly why the dimensions or the propensities of Nara and Narayana, the powerful manifestations of Vishnu in the form of these sages happened. And Nara is also referred to as Nara and Narayana are also referred to as the sons of Dharma and Ahimsa. So to protect the Dharma and Ahimsa, to protect the good beings, to protect the innocents, there must be some kind of penance also done. So he is taking this form, he has taken this form and is even present even today in Badrikashrama. Badrikashrama is practically a pilgrimage, and the pilgrimage, the place, pilgrimage happens even today. There are scriptural references to this place that is dating even back 5,000 years back, and even scriptures older than that might have references to this place. So it's been existing for time immemorial, and the two propensities of Lord as Nara and Narayana are believed to be existing even today due to the place. Badrikashrama is present in a location where it's physically, due to the weather conditions, it's not possible for people to visit all the time. There are only few months open for pilgrimage, essentially during the summer time. You can Google search and figure out when it is available and when people are allowed to go in every year. And this is also known as one of the four dharmas. Dharmas are mentioned as kingdoms of Lord. So this represents the planets of spiritual skyline, which consists of the Brahma Jyoti or all the Vaikunthas. So there are four dharmas that is believed to be existing even today, or kingdoms of God believed to be existing even today, and one of them is Badrikashrama, the other three being Rameshwaram, Jagannath Puri and Dwaraka. So this is one of them that is existing today. So the reason why, if we come back, connect the dots to this, the 10 names that we looked at, he is aware of the importance of being present within us and being present in every, Manmantara? How do I explain that Manmantara in a simple term? Yeah, when the dissolution happens and a new cosmos is regenerated, we can call it as one manthara, a moment of one cosmos dissolving into nothing and another new one forming itself. Every time each of this form happens, we always say nothing is constant, but there must be something that is not outside of it, but ensuring that this happens regularly, constantly. And in between the dissolution and the creation, this maintenance has to happen. For that maintenance, that entity also has to take the responsibility of being present physically within the precincts of the living beings, for them to understand and reach up to, and aspire towards positivity. And that is why these sages, Nara and Narayana, came into being and started doing the penance, and it is believed to be continuing even today. That is the beautiful storyline of the most adorable of all, Nara and Narayana sages. With that, we come to a close of today's session. Please let me know what you think of this. Also, let me know if you have traveled to Badrikashrama. What do you think of this place and such? Do share your comments here. Until we meet with the next beautiful storyline, stay blessed, stay happy, stay healthy, stay motivated. Thank you. Bye-bye.